Hola futuros compañeros del Valhalla, bienvenidos un día más a mi canal, al canal de Rudex Norris con Alpha Protocol. Aquí luciéndome un poco delante de la peña diciendo soy mejor que vosotros, hijos de puta. ¿Tengo que forzar la puerta en serio? Espero haber cortado eso porque ha estado más tiempo de lo que pensaba. Bueno, fuera. Sillas indestructibles. Esas físicas buenas. Madre mía, la de puntos de cargado que tiene esto.
You guys must have spent a fortune on the TVs in this place.
You all done?
As much as I thought was necessary.
Good. I have to admit I was worried whether we'd be able to keep you here after you woke up in medical. You gave our staff a run for its money.
I gave it my best, and so did they.
Fair enough. It'll be a good excuse to up the morning drills around here. Mina's report says you might need more practice on the gun range, but you're probably still shaking off the drugs we gave you.
I'm still brushing up on my skills. Mina's a good teacher. I just need to be a better student.
She is a good teacher. She has a good eye for potential. I'll let her know your thoughts. Looks like that's it for the physical evaluation. Now for the hard part. Tell me why you're here. Not everyone gets chosen for this line of work, but you volunteered. Usually we have to ask.
You ever had an intern position at a government agency?
I have.
Need I say more? All my exercise was moving papers from desk to desk. I'm here to do work, not sit back and manage it. I want to be out where the action is. I want to make a difference.
¿Qué es eso, tío?
What makes you think you're ready? Because I tell you, we get a lot of recruits in here, and you're not convincing me.
You guys should already have a gauge of how I can help.
Andando el
All this
terreno.
training's been fun, I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, if you're not gonna lie, then you're not much use to us. Beyond the guns, tech, and sneaking around in the dark, there's one last part of this job that nobody else here quite gets.
I'm listening.
Good, because listening is a large part of it. The way you talk to people, your attitude. That's what we're gonna discuss now.
I'm not sure I understand. Is there something wrong with how I deal with people?
No, believe it or not, you're not here because you're a people person. You're here because your sacrifice says you're skilled at manipulating.
Ah, bien, soy un manipulador, de puta madre.
You'll see. The way you project yourself definitely affects what people think of you, and your reputation with them.
And if I want to impress them?
You don't always want to or need to. Having a good or bad rep with someone can actually gain you different benefits.
Sí, la verdad que sí.
Sometimes you want to piss someone off, so they can't think straight. Other times you want to build a strong rapport with someone and talk your way out of a bad situation.
Sí, eso es verdad.
All depends on your objective. This goes for your handlers as well. We're going to be sending you into a lot of dangerous places, and your only backup is going to be who you're talking to on your headset. How you treat them is going to have an effect on the success of your mission.
So
Mola.
if I piss them off, I'm screwed?
No. A handler that likes you too much and puts emotions before the mission can be just as dangerous as one who resents you.
This is a long way of telling me that I should just act the way I want. I didn't realize this was an acting gig.
No, again, there are no bad choices, just results. Over time, folks may hear about you and your attitude before they meet you. They may have a preconceived notion of how you're going to treat them, which can affect their reaction.
Vale, o
Maybe
sea...
they should take the time to know the real me.
If only. Time's something no one seems to be able to spare, especially during a conversation. Although that can be a plus.
What, like stalling for time?
The clock doesn't stop when you're speaking to someone. So if you need to get your second win before a fight...
La distancia se incrementa las conversaciones.
Time.
But if I'm running on adrenaline, won't chatting take me off my guard?
It can. So if you need to get to the point, act instead of fight. For example, if you don't think I have any more to teach you, then you could just say, I'm done with this. I wouldn't think any less of you. You seem to have the basics down.
And if they're a target, why talk to them at all?
Sometimes it is better if you shoot first. Still approaching someone to talk to them can
Puedes pillar al
allow you
enemigo
to get
por
a drop on
sorpresa.
them if you get close enough to strike.
¿Ah, puedo?
Use it if you
No
have
jodas.
to, if the conversation isn't going your way. Assuming there's even a way.
No voy a seducirle.
to go.
So how do I know how someone wants to be treated? At least enough to cooperate.
If that's what you want to do, pay attention to the clues in your environment. Sometimes people will have advice, and intel can help. But there's another way. Read much?
Yes, usually before I'm ordered to destroy the document.
There's a host of information out there through dossiers, email, and other documents that represent total research others have collected on a target, organization, or operation.
And what does that get me, exactly?
Sometimes you'll spot obvious triggers. People who don't respond well to smartasses like me. Others who respect loyalty, duty, a professional approach. Others who don't have time for bullshit and like it when you get to the point.
Sí, eso sí.
But dossiers just don't contain psych information. They'll usually have combat information on your target as well. What side they favor, any past injuries, common weapons or tactics they use. Some of it blunt, some of it subtle. But if push comes to shove, it can give you an edge in combat. The more you've done your homework, the more vulnerable they'll be.
Makes sense to me. I'd rather get a firefight over with as quickly as possible.
Amen to that. Our records are complete, so use them when you have downtime.
You have dossiers on everyone here?
Yep, if you can dig them up.
Mola,
You
mola.
might learn a few things. Sometimes reading a dossier will give you more options when dealing with others. A few facts to bring up, to shake secrets loose.
What about you?
You should already know what makes me happy, Mike, and what pisses me off.
So when can I start researching my friends and neighbors? Is there a gossip log I can check, or...
After meeting a target or hearing their name rush someone else, you should have a target ID. Then hop onto the database and start doing your homework. You can usually unlock their basic information at that point. Let's start with a simple one. Al-Samad. That should be
Adios.
familiar to you.
the terrorist group?
Yes, you can research groups as well as people. It doesn't carry the same benefits, but it can provide useful intel in the field. Talking to people about others is a good way to help gain dossier information. Sometimes people will have information on someone that can unlock a brand new thread in your computer search.
Okay, so I've suffered through your interrogation and know how to give one if need be. Am I ready or not?
We'll see. Meet me in the command center, and I can give you a proper mission briefing.
Good, because I'm sick of this room.
Trust me, Mike. If it was up to me, you'd never see this interrogation cell again.
Me gusta mucho. Nos acaban de decir que hay misiones secundarias que nos benefician en un futuro retórico. Así que me gusta mucho. Está bastante bien y aquí te beneficia el hablar con la gente.
Voice of Al-Samad. They say he was responsible for shooting down that airliner in the Middle East.
Yeah, he got his hands on some prototype Halbeck technology. A missile with a multi-stage targeting system called Jacob's Ladder. That airliner was his first target.
Specs and shadiness of this whole thing aside, how did Shahid get his hands on that missile?
Missiles. He's got more. He stole them from Halbeck and we need them back before he gets any more trigger happy. Then we want you to kill him.
You know where he is.
No, but that'll be part of your mission in the Middle East. Find the
Vale.
missiles, then find him and take him out.
You don't
De
want
puta
him
madre.
taken alive.
If he cooperates, sure, bring him in. On the off chance he tries to kill you, then put a bullet in his head.
I'll put my
Vale.
years in charm school to use.
All right, then, pack your gear. You're heading to Saudi Arabia.
Not coming with me?
I'll be there in
Hostias.
spirit, and on video and radio when needed, Agent.
And I just got here. Oh, well, I'm gonna miss this place.
I got it. I'll contact you when you reach Saudi
Me está
Arabia.
gustando este juego, ¿eh? Me está gustando muchísimo. Me mola, me mola. Ah, vale, esto es todo lo que he tenido que hacer, ¿no? Vale, perfecto. Nos han dado un resumen en total de todo lo que hemos tenido que hacer. ¿Ya estoy en Arabia Saudí o qué?
Halbeck lost its missiles.
Old news. Recounting error.
Vale. No puedo visitar la mierda.
You didn't lose them, did you?
Angry, Mr. Thornton? Because of what happened in Saudi Arabia.
¿Qué pasa? Tendría que pasar esto, ¿no? Vale, de acuerdo.
Mike, can you read me? I'm getting lots of interference.
Reading you loud and clear. Where can I find Shahid?
It's a little more complicated than that. It's gonna require some groundwork, and lots of it. Good to see you're eager to get started. Finding Shahid is your primary objective. Trouble is, we don't know his location, but we have 3 leads. An arms dealer, Nasri, is believed to have sold the missiles to Shahid, and he's currently operating in Saudi Arabia. If you can intercept him, maybe he can tell you where Shahid is, or guide you to the missiles.
Do we have anything else on Nasri?
Nothing more than what's in his dossier. If you can manage to make any contacts and find out more, we'd welcome it.
Tengo que buscar información por donde sea.
Of an airfield Shahid used in the past. If you can sneak in and plant a listening device, we may be able to track flight Shahid is using to move through Saudi Arabia.
And the third lead?
We've got the coordinates of an Al-Samad detention camp, also used as a stockpile for weapons. We suspect the missiles may be stored there.
Is there any way to be sure the missiles are there?
Not at this time. The area is dug into the side of a canyon, and getting reliable satellite imagery when sandstorms aren't blowing has been almost
Ah, que me
impossible.
puedo mover y todo.
We'll want you to go in alone, recon the area, and shut down their radar and communications. Once that's down, we can call in air support and hit the camp hard.
No pressure.
And no backup. Get used to it. It's the job. You check out your new home yet? It's got some perks you might be interested in.
Full security system?
A computer with a hub connection so fast you'll feel like you're going back in time.
What, to the Stone Age? Please.
You can do dossier research, encrypted emails, and if need be, access some of the weapons dealers in the area. That'll be done on your own dime, however, using whatever funds you can find in Saudi Arabia.
My own money? Are you kidding?
We don't want you using the Alpha Protocol accounts with rival terrorists or weapons dealers. That has a habit of getting back to us, and then Congress calls.
Puto.
There's also a weapons locker in the main living area. Open it up, help yourself, but use the ammo and armor you think suits the mission. When you're ready to head out, just use the front door, or access the missions from the main terminal. I'll have already uploaded all the mission specs to your PDA. You can review them at any time.
Alright, so is that it?
Nope.
Westridge. Great. Home sweet home.
Vale, puedo hacer varias cosas aquí, ¿no? Parece ser. Coño. Madre de armas. Joder, el armario. Su puta madre. A ver, armadura. Vale. Tengo una armadura. No tengo nada. No me gusta a mí. Vale, pistola. Modelos. Un daño de la hostia, Cañones, silenciador. Miras, no tenéis miras. Cargadores, nada. Accesorio, nada. Perfecto. ¿Tengo que irme aquí o qué? Correo electrónico. Ay. Descarga, pone. Me imagino que Rustin ya te habrá dado una charla sobre no utilizar los fondos de la agencia en las misiones de asesinato importantes. Además de que lo tengas en tu piso franco, tendrás que hacer uso de todo lo que puedas negociar, agenciarte o robar. Si necesitas suministro, prueba en Clearing House. Es un mercado negro de intercambio en internet. Hay un vendedor que se llama Mangosta, que debería poder proporcionarte lo esencial cuando estés en el Arabia Saudí. Y hablando de robar, uno de mis contactos en el gobierno de los Estados Unidos de América acaba de desterrar fondos de Al-Shammad que está en una cuenta de un banco jordano. Joder. He incluido la credencial de acceso y la contraseña en un adjunto. Solo tienes que descargar los datos y el ejecutable autoextraíble de transferencia de fondos. Y hazlo pronto, antes de que los paletos del gobierno acaben de rellenar el papeleo para meterle la mano a la cuenta. Presta atención a otros fondos que se puedan escamotear durante tu misión. No se preocupa tener a periodistas e investigadores siguiendo rastros en círculo de dinero por todo el mundo mientras se persista nos lleve hasta Alpha Protocol. Vamos para allá. A bordo, ya te he preparado la dirección de correo. ¿Qué estoy haciendo? Vale, creo que la he jodido. Sí, esto. Tu correo de tapera. Bienvenido a bordo. Ya te he preparado una dirección de correo electrónico que le puedes dar a la gente que te vayas encontrando durante las operaciones. No solo sirve para evitar controles a la hora de evitar tu información de contacto de la agencia, es una manera de lo más infalible de ser resignado a Greenland. Bihauken o a cualquier otro sitio en el culo del mundo. No te preocupes, el correo electrónico no está alojado en ningún servidor corporativo. No, me he asegurado de que todo el correo entrante y saliente sea redirigido a un servidor encriptado que te puede acceder desde cualquier ordenador que ejecute la clave de descodificación de la agencia. Tu contraseña de acceso es... Se las comillas, claro. Cámbiala cuando inicie sesión por primera vez. Hazme saber si tienes alguna duda. Gracias por la calidad, bienvenida. Estupendo, ahora ya puedo fingir que soy un asalariado de una multinacional. Como no tengo hijos, fotografiaré mis armas, enmarcaré las fotos y las pondré sobre mi escritorio. En la fiesta de empresa podemos emborracharnos, tener un poco de sexo en el armario de los trastos y luego pasarnos el mes siguiendo haciéndolos avergonzados cada vez que nos encontramos por los pasillos. Es broma, lo de emborracharnos es opcional. Sí, por Dios. Me he puesto al cargo de la logística para el campamento de detección. Es que todo esto me parece ya un poco aburrido, Hola Mae, si necesitas suministros tengo un contacto local que podría abastecerte a Murad y es el mercenario desvergonzado de un traficante de armas que no tiene problemas en ir vendiendo por ahí todo la arma al mejor postor. Además con la mayor cordialidad. La mayoría de los lugareños no tardan en reventar en cualquiera de un país de OTAN, pero Murad es la prueba de que el capitalismo triunfa sobre el racismo y la xenofobia a todas horas. ¿Has visitado ya Clearing House? Bien, ya me he asegurado de que estés conectado a la secuela. Cuando inicie sesión ya verás lo que tienes a la venta. Paz, Cindy. Vale, ya está. Clearing House. ¿Estás cargando o te me has quedado pillado? Vale. Ah, vale, pues... Joder, la de cosas que puedo comprar. La madre que me parió. Vale. Esto es todo lo que... Atenuación de los daños. Del sonido, que diga. Madre mía. Costura reforzada. Incrementa resistencia. Reduce el sigilo. Y una mierda. Incrementa el control del retroceso de las armas. O incrementa la resistencia al daño o reduce el sigilo. Joder. En habilidades incrementa la capacidad de transporte de munición. Incrementa la resistencia al daño. Bla bla bla. Ya lo veré cuando tenga pasta de verdad. Vámonos. Vámonos de aquí. Porque no sé qué misión tengo. Hoja de servicio. Ah, vale. Tengo algo que me han dado, ¿no? Un PA. Para mantener tu interlocutor sumido en la incertidumbre has procurado ser afable, profesional y agresivo. Todo en la misma conversación. Más un PA. Pues vale. O sea que... Ah, tengo PA 5. Mejora la capacidad de más para detectar la ubicación y la posición del enemigo. En el nivel maestro ya no tienen que activar esta habilidad. Pero por sus sentidos está bien en total estado de alerta. Vale. Mierda. Vale, ya está. Ya no tengo más. Ah, mierda. Vamos a venirnos por aquí a ver qué hay. Puedo personalizarle aquí. Este es la mierda esta. Aquí no puedo hacer nada. Esto es para dormir, supongo. Pues no vamos a ir por aquí. Salir del piso franco. El micrófono. Ah, puedo hacer varias cosas. Investigar la reserva de armamento. Interceptar al traficante de armas. Voy a ese. Porque puedo. Investiga la reserva de armamento de Giza. Busca cualquier rastro de los misiles de Albert robados. Reputación 0, neutral. Mejora esta del coordinador. Experto en tecnología, más 10% de los daños de dispositivos. Se ha producido un pico de actividad. La red, vale. Información adquirida para esta información 0. Información disponible en la tienda. No voy a comprar información.
What's up, Mikey? Problems already?
¿Qué dice, mierda?
Just checking in. Had some questions about the mission and Alpha Protocol.
And you called me instead of Westridge? Lucky me.
Been with Alpha Protocol long?
Longer than you, so yeah, long enough.
There a problem?
I was just curious how you managed to get this mission instead of me. But if you don't want to tell me, that's fine
Me
too.
voy a hacer...
I don't remember asking for it so much as it being dumped in my lap.
So there wasn't even a discussion? I heard there was a chance I could have gone.
Never came up in conversation.
Huh. All right. I thought you might have convinced Westridge not to send me. Guess I was wrong.
Sounds like you're gonna be my handler when I infiltrate the Al-Samad camp.
Yeah, I got stuck hand-holding you. Hope that's not a problem.
I just want to make sure we've both got the mission in mind.
Oh, I do. I think about it a lot. Especially the fact that you got the chance to go instead of me. But it won't keep me from helping you in the field if that's what you're worried about.
Más te vale, te reviento la cabeza.
The Al-Samad detention camp where they got the weapon stockpiles. Anything you can tell me?
Getting satellite imagery of the area has been hard. My contacts haven't turned up much.
What's the problem with the imagery?
Camp's remote and dug into the side of a canyon. Beautiful view, but lousy for spying from above.
Anything else you can offer? I'd hate to go into this mission blind.
Actually, you may not have much choice, so I'm glad you asked. The thing
Experto en
about
tecnología
the
2.
weather. Sandstorms are hitting the area pretty hard, which is to your advantage.
How?
It cuts down visibility for you and them. You need to sneak in before they know you're there. So just wait for the storm to kick up, then take them out.
Alright, good to know.
Oh, one other thing. They've dug in deep, with a maze of tunnels beneath the camp. If they've got any weapons down there, it's gonna be a pain getting to them.
So what do you recommend?
They probably have as much trouble finding their way around as you do. So follow power lines or work lights when you can. Might guide you to where they've got their stockpiles.
Guay.
Got it. If they use those same routes to move around, shouldn't be too hard to pick them off either.
I'll upload what maps I have to your PDA. They probably keep the weapons in the bottom of the base in case they, well, explode.
Gracias, majo. Ya.
That's all I need. See you in the field, Darcy.
Adiós. Ah, biencito. ¿Te imaginas que es un radiocontrol que lo está manejando un crío? Sería gracioso, la verdad.
Mikey, you there?
Nope.
Yeah. Sit rep?
No radio chatter, no alarms. Looks like you did a good job of getting in under their radar. Wish our choppers could. Would have saved us a lot of trouble.
Bad intel?
No, sandstorms. They fuck with the satellite imagery. But they're great for someone moving in on foot. Lets you get in for the kill before the bad guys know you're there.
So, wait for a storm, use it as cover.
That's the idea. Probably won't be that simple. But hey, that's why they sent you instead of me, right?
Este es el único que estaba por ahí arriba, ¿no? Ven aquí, payaso. Que se me ha quedado pillado. Ahí. Ahí arriba no hay nadie, perfecto. No quiero matar a nadie si puedo evitarlo, la verdad. No quiero cargar con la conciencia de que puede una vida humana ser parte de mi culpa el haberla desaprovechado. Ahí arriba hay alguien. O tengo que venir por aquí sí o sí. ¿Cómo va la cosa? Hostia. Ahí va, ahí va. Ah, coño, le puedo dar muerte. Mola. Epa. Coño, muérete. No, por aquí. No sabía que había... También podía haber gente por aquí. La verdad es que me ha pillado de sorpresa. No sabía que había por aquí gente. Ah, que podría haberme ido por aquí. Oh. No, culpa mía. No ha saltado la alarma ni nada por el estilo, así que... Bueno, que aquí las alarmas en territorio montañoso no creo que haya ninguna, la verdad, pero bueno. Mira este. Chin, chin. Que parece que se los carga, tío. Estás contando.
At the camp. They're dug in pretty deep.
Any sign of the radio tower?
Yeah, it's across the canyon from me. A lot of open ground in between.
Try not to get spotted. If you get trapped in there...
I know.
Pues lo vamos a dejar por aquí. Espero que hayáis disfrutado muchísimo de este capítulo. En el siguiente capítulo nos intentaremos meter en este fregado. Así que nada más. Recordad que sonreír es gratis, así que aprovechad de ello. Un fuerte abrazo y hasta el siguiente capítulo. Adiós.